guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Fragrance with Filson, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the top vanillas in my collection that I absolutely love. So if you are interested in that, just keep on watching. So I first want to start with the Madagascar Vanilla by Nest, and I have the travel size roller ball here, and I love going in with this after my lotion on my wrist, or just behind my ears and all of that. Sometimes I roll it onto my forearms as well before I put on another fragrance. So this is a great vanilla. The top note is vanilla bean, the middle note is vanilla orchid, and the base is coconut. So I don't get too much of the coconut, but I do feel that it adds like a really great creaminess to the fragrance. So it really is great quality oil, and I feel like it projects, even though you don't get the same effect of it in a spray. But I think for a base to go down before any fragrance is really important, and it helps with like longevity and performance. So that is Madagascar Vanilla by Nest. All right, so the next one is Vanilla 28 by Kayali. I feel like this is in everybody's top vanilla video or recaps, but I actually did not like this one when I first got it. I started off with the 10 ml mini size, and it was something that had to grow on me after letting it sit for a little bit. And I think I let it sit for almost 4 months actually before I started really using it, and that's kind of what prompted me to get this size for the upcoming fall and winter months. So very excited about this. I think this is a great base as well for other fragrances. I like to top off with this now, and I actually go to bed with this too sometimes, mixing it with other fragrances. But yeah, I'm very excited to start wearing it for fall and winter and mixing it with some other fragrances in my collection. And so for notes, at the top we have vanilla orchid, jasmine. In the mid we have brown sugar and tonka bean. In the base note we have amber, amber wood, musk, and patchouli. So really great fragrance all in all. It's not a vanilla bomb. Obviously from the notes you don't really see that there's like tons and tons of different types of vanilla, but I think the construction of this gives that vanilla vibe. And again, it's a really great base for other fragrances. So that is Vanilla 28 by Kayali. Alright, so the next one that we have here is also from Kayali, and it's the Wedding Silk Santal 36, which is a new favorite of mine, obviously from the dent, you guys can see. Absolutely love this, even though this is called Silk Santal, and the main note that is supposed to kind of shine through is the sandalwood. I do get a lot of vanilla from this as well, and this also mixes very well with other vanillas, so I love how they have some of the main notes on the back. I'll actually read off the full notes. So the top notes say champagne, freesia, blackcurrant. The mid says nectarine, praline, jasmine, orange blossom, May rose, and in the base it says vanilla, sugar, musk, sandalwood, amberwood, and oak moss. So a lot going on in this fragrance, but again, I would classify this as one of my vanilla fragrances just because I do sometimes mix it with other vanillas. I've tried it with Black Opium Le Parfum, I mixed it with Vanilla 28, I've mixed it with the new Burberry Goddess, and I really like the mixture of that. I've also have some lotions and oils that I wanted to show you guys what I mix with, but I'll leave that till the end. But it again works really great with anything vanilla. I think it helps it shine through. But that is Kayali, the Wedding Silk Santal 36. Alright, so the next one is Black Opium Le Parfum, and this is one of the latest flankers to the Black Opium lineup, and this is a vanilla bomb. This has tons and tons of vanilla. I'm going to read off the notes first. The top says pear, cinnamon, green mandarin. The middle says solar notes, jasmine sunbuck, orange blossom, and the base says Madagascar vanilla, bourbon vanilla, vanilla absolute, coffee, vanilla orchid, and patchouli. So again, just from the notes you could tell it is a vanilla bomb. And this is another great one. I'll compare it to in the way I use it, I would compare it to like Vanilla 28. I also really love layering with this one. I think it's such a great base if you're gonna put something like the Silk Santal or any of the other fragrances kind of in that same realm. I think it's such a great fragrance to layer with, but it also stands on its own. So this one, I actually wore it today. I mixed it with Burberry Goddess, and I went out and ran errands and I got a few compliments. So does anybody feel awkward when you mix like 2 or even 3 fragrances and somebody asks you what you're wearing and you're just like, and you don't know which one to say, or do you like list all of them? I don't know, I feel awkward. So comment down below and let me know what you guys tell people when you have like concoction of things. Do you just say one fragrance that you think is dominating the smell? Just let me know what you guys say when somebody asks you what you're wearing and you have a lot of things on. I'm curious to see. I am very excited to start wearing this now that fall is very close. So that is Black Opium Le Parfum. I still have Black Opium, the original, in my collection, and so I did want to mention that one because it is the OG. And this one released back in 2014, and I feel like that's probably when I got introduced to it, when it was like brand new. And I don't know if it was quote unquote viral at that time, but I just remember vaguely that it was something new, and I picked it up, and I used this for years, guys, years and years and years. This was my signature in the evening. So anything in the fall and winter that happened in the evening, I was wearing this and probably wearing all black as well. And so yeah, this has a lot of memories associated with it. I'm actually surprised by the juice that I still have in it, but this is something that I would not wear until it got really, really cold. So I think the dead of winter is when I would pull this out. And right now I probably would mix it with other things, so I wouldn't really go heavy-handed on this. I would probably do maybe 1 or 2 sprays of this and then mix it with something else. So it is a beast, I will say, and for some it can be really cloying, and I get that now. I think that I'm getting a little bit older, I can see that, but I still think this is a classic. I never understood the hate around this fragrance, and you will always get compliments with this. I don't care. You will always get compliments, and it's gonna smell different on everyone, especially nowadays we're mixing and layering things. So yeah, I'd say check it out if you're still interested. So the notes here are pear, pink pepper, orange blossom in the top. You have the middle, coffee, jasmine, bitter almond, licorice, and in the base you have vanilla, patchouli, cashmere wood, and cedar. So classic fragrance, so beautiful. I still think it's worth checking out. I don't know that I'll get a full bottle of this once I do finish this juice, but maybe a travel size. Again, a lot of memories associated with it, but I do get the DNA of this in the La Parfum, so I wouldn't be too sad if I didn't have it anymore. But that is Black Opium, the original. The next one is Valentino, Donna, born in Roma. I always have to go slow with that name because it's so long. But I absolutely love this fragrance. I think I added it to my collection maybe 2022, I feel like. So it is kind of relatively new to my collection, but I feel like I put a pretty decent dent in it. But I kind of feel like this is more of a fall winter fragrance for me personally. I know people were wearing this in summer, but personally, when I reached for it in the summer, it just didn't do what it does for me in the fall and winter. So I do leave that for that time. So I'm kind of excited to pull it out now. So now is a really great time to wear it. And I know that there's a lot going on in this fragrance, and some people would probably say it's more of like a jasmine woody fragrance, but I definitely still get a lot of vanilla from it. And so in the top notes we have black currant, pink pepper, bergamot. In the middle we have jasmine, jasmine sambac, jasmine tea, and then in the base we have bourbon vanilla, cashmere, and gaiac wood. This is a really beautiful fragrance. Again, huge compliment getter. I also think it layers very well with other fragrances. I'm kind of playing around with it, and for me the longevity, projection, everything is really amazing. I can smell this on me all day, and so if I know I'm having a long day out, I definitely reach for this one. I know some people wear this in the evenings, you know, date night or what have you, but I don't know. I don't feel that this is the one I would choose for that specifically. I do wear this predominantly in the day. So yeah, let me know if you have this and how you use it in the comments below. But that is Valentino, Donna, born in Roma. And the next one is Valentino, Donna, born in Roma, Intense. Ooh, that's a mouthful. So this one is also very new to my collection. I got it this year. I'll post the haul that I reviewed this one in. And yeah, this one I definitely have not been reaching for. This is something I am very much waiting for fall and winter to be amongst us, just because this is more vanilla heavy, but it's also very ambery, I feel like. So in the notes we have bourbon vanilla, amber on the top, the middle is jasmine, and then the base is benzoin. So this is more darker. This is, I think, more boozier than the original one. I feel like they kind of switched around the top and the base notes. So it does give you a little bit of a different experience. I do find that the original one is definitely more sweeter than this one. But again, this is a great one to, I think, layered with other fragrances. So if you did have maybe, I'd actually be really curious to see how this and Black Opium, the original one, would layer together. I think that would be really, really pretty, because if this is not sweet enough for you, then I think sweetening it up with something like Black Opium would be a good idea. I'll get back to you guys. Maybe when I do a layering combo video, I will review that and get back to you on that. But that is Valentino Donna, Born in Roma Intense. Yeah, so the next one is by The Good Scent, and it's Manifest Your Future. So this one is a cheapie that I found in, I think, TJ Maxx or Marshalls, one of them. It was like 15 bucks, amazing bottle, it's gorgeous. And I think I told the story about how when I first sampled this, I thought it was okay. I know this was something hyped on TikTok and everything. And I tried it, I was really excited that I saw it in mine, my TJ Maxx or Marshalls. And they actually had a few bottles, and I know some people have a really hard time finding this one. But I wasn't really wowed by it until I left. So I did actually spray this on my hand, and then in the dry down I was actually like shocked by how amazing the fragrance is. And now that it's actually sat, I feel like it's getting better and better. And it's such a fall fragrance, guys. Like, this is the epitome of, it smells like fall in a bottle. Everything good in the world in this bottle. So I really, really am glad that I have it now, and I definitely would pick up a few more bottles if I ever saw it, just because I do think it's really good. And they have it on the back. So let's see the fragrance notes. So it says here that the top notes are candied apple, spiced pear, the mid is caramel sugar, sage leaf, and the base is coconut milk and vanilla cookie. Oh my gosh. I just had to, I sprayed a little bit on my arm. Guys, it smells so much better. Had this for, I think, a few months now. I can't remember. I did a haul video on it, so I'm sure it's on the channel when I got this. But yeah, this is definitely a fall fragrance. And guys, let me know if you want to see a what I'm wearing in the fall video. I feel like it will be kind of redundant, but maybe I could do that and a layering combo together, just so it doesn't feel like it's a very redundant video, because I feel like a lot of these I will be wearing in the fall as I'm kind of speaking to that. But yeah, I feel like this is such an amazing fragrance, and I'm very excited to wear this, and I'd love to see what it will do if I mix it with a few other ones that I'm talking about here. Again, that's something I will get back to you guys on, but that is The Good Scent, Manifest Your Future. So the next fragrance is Mizensir's Chere. So I was debating whether to include this or not, because I know this is not a traditional vanilla that some people will speak about, but the main accords do say that it is a white floral vanilla fragrance. It also is powdery, woody, marine, ambery, aromatic, sweet, citrusy, and balsamic. So it's a lot going on in this fragrance in regards to kind of how to describe it and how to classify it, but I do classify it as one of my top vanillas that I absolutely love, and it's very different from anything in my collection, which is also why I love it, and I'm very happy to have it in my collection. Spoke about this before, but it definitely gives signature scent vibes. It gives, you could wear it every single day, you know, for work, for day events, etc. I think it's a great and versatile fragrance for every season, and so I'm excited to kind of explore this fragrance in different seasons. It worked amazing in summer, and I think now that fall is here, I think it also would be a really great one to wear. So in the top notes we have orange blossom, in the middle we have sea notes, amber, and jasmine, and then in the base we have bourbon, vanilla, and sandalwood. So it's so funny, I don't know if you guys are noticing a trend in some of my fragrances, but I have a lot of orange blossom as well in these fragrances, and a lot of them have bourbon, vanilla in them as well. So anyways, something to note, but I'm very excited to have this in my collection. And yeah, it's a very unique vanilla fragrance to me, and that is Chere by Mizensir. So the next one is Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter, and this is a new one to my collection as well that I've been really liking, and I've been wearing it a lot in the house and for bedtime, which I really like. This is a great one, and this one is classified as sweet, vanilla, powdery, and warm spice, and the notes in here are on the top marshmallow, chocolate, candied ginger, bergamot. In the middle we have Madagascar, vanilla, coconut milk, jasmine, and in the base there is whipped cream, sugar, cashmere wood, and musk. And again, this is something similar to Vanilla 28 where there's not a lot of vanilla going on in there, but there's a lot of sweet accord and creaminess going on that, again, it kind of lends to feeling like a very vanilla-esque fragrance. And again, it's a really great one to layer with. I think it would be a great base for some of the other fragrances. Oh, this and the Manifest Your Future would go really well together, so I might actually try that. But yeah, this is a great one, and it's such a perfect season for this, and I've been really enjoying it. So I definitely need a little bit more time playing around with it to really speak on it some more. Maybe when I layer it and go out with it, I can let you guys know how it's working out. But love this one, Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. All right, the next fragrance is Libre Intense. I had to remember which one. So yeah, this one is Libre Intense by YSL, and I think you guys can tell from the dent that is in this fragrance. I really love it. Oh my god, it's almost gone. I just need to pull the trigger on getting a bigger version of this one because I absolutely love it. I did not wear it through the summer, I'll be honest. I just don't feel like it's the vibe. I do love this for fall and winter, so that's why I'm very nervous about having just this much left. But yeah, this is one of my favorites in my collection for sure, bar none. And so in the top we have lavender, mandarin orange, bergamot. In the mid we have lavender, orange blossom, jasmine sunbok, orchid. And then in the base we have vanilla, tonka bean, ambergris, and vetiver. This is amazing, guys. I'm sure you guys know about this fragrance, and so it's nothing new, but I absolutely love everything about it. I love the bottle, I love the fragrance, it's long lasting, it just feels like a more expensive perfume than it is for some reason. I think it's one of the best designer fragrances out there, and so I'm really happy to have this in my collection, and I definitely need to get a bigger size soon because this is something I will definitely be wearing in the fall and winter. All right, is anyone noticing a trend in this video? There's a lot of flankers in this video, but this is the flanker to the Libre lineup, and this is Libre Le Parfum, and this is a newer one to me. I got it in the summer, but I wanted to definitely have it for fall and winter, so I got it a little bit sooner than expected. And you know, I just want it to sit and get really good before I start wearing it out. I did test it a few times in the house and to bed, and it's really beautiful, but it's just so beautiful and elegant that I don't think I should be wearing it in the house or to bed. I definitely think it's something that should be worn outside and enjoyed in that way. So I'm really happy to have it and try it out this fall and winter. And so let's go into the notes. So the top notes have ginger, saffron, mandarin orange, bergamot. The middle has orange blossom and lavender, and the base has bourbon vanilla, honey, tonka bean, and vetiver. And I really do get the honey in this fragrance too, which is a really nice twist. I don't have too many fragrances with the note honey. And yeah, I'm really happy to have this one. I'm glad I started with a smaller one. I do want to give it a test, but I am definitely getting a bigger version of Libre Intense. So anyways, this one is Libre Le Parfum. All right, so the next fragrance is the new girl in town, and it is Burberry Goddess, and this has been a really fast favorite of mine, as you can see from the dent. I think you guys can see the dent from there. Yeah. So this one has been a very fast favorite of mine, and I've been getting a lot of good wears out of it. Again, this is a great vanilla that you can layer with as well. I think if you want to be fancy, this might be a new vanilla 28 in some people's collections, because again, I feel like it layers very well, and it's definitely predominantly vanilla. So the top notes are vanilla, lavender, cacao, and ginger. The middle is vanilla caviar, and the base is vanilla absolute. So again, vanilla bomb. This one is getting so much better as it sits. I gave it a break for a few weeks, and when I came back it was way better, just from those few weeks of sitting. And yeah, I can't wait. I really wish I got the bigger bottle, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go through this one, and then I will get the bigger 100 ml. Maybe if I can catch it on a sale, I'll get it sooner, but this is such a great staple, and I definitely think this is something that I will definitely repurchase. I think it's well worth it, and obviously on a sale, but I think it's way worth it, and I think it is one of the best designer fragrances out on the market right now that you can get. That is Burberry Goddess, and one of my top vanillas in my collection. Okay, the next one is Liquid Gold by Julianna's Perfumes. I really can't remember when I got this. I feel like I've had this for about a year, I think. But this is such a great dupe for Gentle. So this is a great dupe for Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. And this is spot on, guys. This is a really, really good dupe. It was, I think I paid $70 for this bottle. And at the time, I did think that was very expensive. Kind of a blind purchase from other influencers saying that it was a great dupe for the MFK one. And I wasn't really wowed by the MFK one that I wanted to pay full price for it. So while I thought it was a really pretty fragrance, I just didn't feel like it was worth the money at the time. And this dupe is definitely worth it. And I think for the quality, it's a really great addition to my collection. The longevity, projection, I would even say outperforms the original, because I've had decants of that one and I've done side-by-side reviews on it, or side-by-side wear tests, and the original Gentle Fluidity Gold, I feel like after a few hours becomes a skin scent and I really can't smell it as much. And for this one, I can't say the same. This one still projects on me and leaves a really pretty sillage. So yeah, this has really been a great one. Another one that I like to layer with, a great combo, is with Yum Pistachio. That is such a great layering combo if you guys want to try that. But it would definitely be something that I talk about in my layering video that will be coming soon. While I know that $60 or $70 is still very pricey, I do think that this is worth it because of the quality of the juice. So, and I spray this a lot, guys. Like, I am a very heavy sprayer and I don't feel like I've gotten through it the way I maybe would have with another fragrance, but definitely well worth it. And I love having this in my collection. One of my top vanillas. Oh, and to talk about the notes, I think it's the same as the original. So that would be vanilla, amber, musk, woody notes, juniper berry, nutmeg, and coriander. So that is Liquid Gold by Julianna's Perfume. All right, so last but certainly not least, we have my newest addition in my collection, and this is Ani by Nishane. And this has quickly became one of my favorite vanillas in my whole collection. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. You guys would have seen this in my last video, which was my August perfume haul. And this was a very spur of the moment impulse buy because I was wearing it in the store and just could not leave without it. So I definitely bought it spur of the moment, but I have no regrets. This is something that I am so happy, and I'm so happy I got the bigger bottle of it. And so this one, also not your normal vanilla. It's not like a traditional gourmand vanilla. It is teetering towards gourmand. It's yummy. I would classify this fragrance as yummy. Like, it's not gourmand by any means, but it's almost there. It's like dancing on the line of gourmand, but I say it because it's just so beautiful. It's so addictive. I love smelling it straight out of the bottle, even if I'm not wearing it. So this fragrance is classified as warm and spicy, vanilla, woody, powdery, citrus, amber, aromatic, soft, spicy, balsamic, and fruity. So again, not your average vanilla by any means. The top notes have ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, and green notes. The middle has cardamom, blackcurrant, Turkish rose. The base has vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, cedar, ambergris, patchouli, and musk. Again, you guys will see a lot of notes that are very similar in what we discussed today. I know in a lot of my fragrance, I love bergamot, pink pepper. Ginger is another note that keeps showing up in a lot of my fragrances. Cardamom is also another one. They're not in this video, but I definitely have a lot of cardamom in some of my favorite fragrances, but I will talk about that in another video. Back to Ani. This is so beautiful. It's a beast mode for me. It has great projection, longevity. The sillage is so beautiful. I love how it smells on my skin. I love how it smells on clothes. And yeah, it's just been a fast favorite of mine, and I'm so happy to have it. Definitely right now, I think this one is my top vanilla in my collection. So I did want to mention a few oils and lotions that I use when I wear my vanilla fragrances. So I've been really loving the Saltair Pink Beach Nourishing Body Oil, and this is really great to layer when you're going in with a vanilla fragrance. This specifically layers very beautifully with the Silk Santal Vanilla 28 Burberry Goddess. I've tried with it and they layer very beautifully, and it almost like amplifies your fragrances on the skin. So this body oil has notes of vanilla, almond blossom, and coconut. And I know that sounds like very kind of like beachy vibes. Obviously it's called Pink Beach, but I do get a lot of the vanilla out of it, and again, it really layers beautifully. Oh, another combo, since I have a sample of it, is Tamin's Blue Heart, which has also vanilla and coconut. I think that's the best pairing ever. This and the Blue Hearts by Tamin. So if you have that, definitely try it out. But this is a really great nourishing oil. It absorbs right into the skin. I don't feel like it's sitting being very heavy on my skin, which I hate from body oils and lotions. So yeah, very nourishing, and the fragrance is amazing on it. Alright, so the next layering base that I like to use is the EOS Shea Better 24-hour moisturizing body lotion, and this is in the vanilla cashmere. And this is also great for people who have sensory issues or do not like heavy product on their skin. They like things that absorb into your skin, and it also has a very light and subtle fragrance, which I like, that is not irritating to my skin at all. And this has notes, I believe, of whipped vanilla, soft musk, and cozy caramel. And yeah, I definitely feel like out of the bottle you don't smell the caramel, but once it kind of mixes into my skin, I definitely get that vibe. But this one layers really well with a lot of the fragrances that I spoke about today. I use it, you know, in the day or the evening. If it's like my bedtime, I like to use this as well. Yeah, so this has been a really great one, and I feel like it does amplify my vanilla fragrances. So that is EOS's body lotion. Alright guys, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you, and leave me your favorite vanilla fragrance in the comment. And if you liked this video, go ahead and thumbs it up. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.